Okay, so welcome everybody to the Seeds of Hope for a Better Future Awards Ceremony 2025.
Hello, I'm Antony Gormley. I was one of the judges this year, and I just want to congratulate all the winners. It's just a wonderful thing to see what you've all done. And somehow I think that making is a way of thinking and feeling, and maybe showing to ourselves even things that we, didn't know were there. But anyway, super congratulations on all the winners, but also everybody that took part. This is so important that we make art rooms somehow the center of our schools. They were for me, and they made such a difference. My art room, was the place that I went to every day to do things that came from inside me, that didn't come from books or history or facts. It was making something that wasn't there before. And in all of your entries, there was just this sense of, an emerging world. But many, many congratulations on everybody that took part and all that you've done. Bye for now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am so pleased to be with you today for the award ceremony of this groundbreaking UNESCO global competition, Seeds of Hope for a Better Future. This is not just to celebrate the inspirational winners, but all the participants from schools at every level in France, the United Kingdom, Gambia, Haiti, and Kenya. All of the entries were of a very high standard, and they are wonderful examples of young people promoting the values of peace and sustainability and community, particularly in the context of climate change. My charitable foundation, the Hockhauser Foundation, is delighted to support this project and to provide the prize money for today's winners. It does so to honour the memory of my late husband, Graham Marchant OBE, who sadly died at the end of last year after a long illness. He had been my life partner for over 40 years. Graham was a visionary leader in the arts, founding and shaping institutions like Opera North, the South Bank Centre, and The Place, the home of London Contemporary Dance. So many people benefited from his leadership, his thoughtful guidance, and his generous mentorship. He was also a keen gardener. He loved cultivating plants and flowers and watching them grow. And that's how he dealt with people, bringing out the best in them and enabling them to realize their full potential with gentle but focused encouragement. He built enduring bonds of friendship wherever he went. When I was first approached by Jannette Cheong, one of Graham's closest friends, and she invited me to support this competition, I thought it was the perfect way to honor his memory. Shortly before he died, Graham participated in a podcast which was entitled What's the Point? And he was asked what advice he would give somebody in their pursuit of happiness. And he gave this reply: do what you're good at. Don't take your cue from other people's ideas of what you should or shouldn't be. Find yourself and follow that. I commend that advice to all of you. Graham lived his life by those words. He touched countless lives, and he transformed mine. Be courageous. Be kind and thoughtful to others, and ensure that you leave this world a little better for having lived in it. This competition has encouraged schools to work with partners and for young people worldwide to share compelling stories and to create global seeds of hope pathways to highlight the impact of climate change. young people were encouraged to research seeds of their choice from themes that they identified, and that inspired them to create and illustrate their stories. And what wonderful work you have produced. In each of the 4 categories, artworks, illustrated stories, digital illustrations, and performance and installation art. They showed us how to build bridges to curtail violence, to promote harmony, to work with others to garden and grow food, and to focus on sustainability as an expression of hope, enthusiasm, and optimism. I and my fellow judges, who include some of the most talented artists and producers in the world, were amazed at the quality of the entries. They demonstrated how well young people around the world understand the importance of peaceful and tolerant relationships between cultures and how vital it is to respect, to protect, and to care for the environment in which we live. To all the competitors, I salute you. You are our future, and work such as yours shows that you are well equipped for the challenges that lie ahead. I would like to thank UNESCO for creating this project, Anne Beattie and Jannette Cheong for realizing it, and my fellow judges for giving up their valuable time for such a worthwhile cause. Graham would be delighted and proud to be a part of it, as am I and the Hockhauser Foundation. Thank you very much and many congratulations.
Thank you, Andrew. That is such a moving words from you this morning. I'd like to invite people to give a round of applause if you feel, you want to after each of the speakers. Thank you so much, Andrew.
I want to congratulate all the young people who contributed to this amazing project. You showed us how to address some of the most profound and difficult issues of our time with courage and humour and art and genuine skill. And I found all the entries absolutely marvellous to watch. I thank you for all of them. I was especially glad to see some wonderful partnerships with professional artists. You used that opportunity really marvellously, and I wish every school could do the same. Art and education go together, and art as a way of thinking about the world and our place in it is so important. Anyway, you showed us really how to do it, so thank you and well done. It must have been hard to fit in the time in a busy school day to put such sophisticated entries together, but you pulled it off absolutely marvellously. So well done, everybody. You will all be much better custodians of our planet than my generation has been. So I'm very glad to think that we're handing it over to you and to people who have thought as well about it as you have done and who have shown themselves to be such careful and thoughtful custodians of our planet. So well done, everybody.
I was hugely honoured to be part of the judging for UNESCO's Seeds of Hope competition. I'd like to congratulate you so much for all the imagination and creativity that you've brought to this incredibly significant competition. Seeds and hope are wonderful words. To be able to bring all the depth of your creativity to challenge climate change in new and extraordinary ways and to make connections between yourselves and your communities is so worthwhile. I'm thrilled that you've done so much. You've brought so much into the world in this wonderful way, and I couldn't be happier to congratulate you today. Thank you.
That was great, wasn't it, to hear such words of encouragement from the judges.
Hello, my name is Hugh Kwashi, and almost got it right. I'm principally an actor on screen and television and theatre. In the last century, I was in a film called Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, which was about the struggle between an evil empire and some rebels trying to overthrow it and free the galaxy. In this century, I'm really very honored to have been asked to have been a judge in this category, artworks. I would just like to say that it's been a pleasure to see some of these entries and to be reminded that you are the future. And I hope that you will take the cue that it's your job to try to correct the problems that we, the older generation, have left for you. But I hope that you will rise to that challenge and succeed. Now, in this category of artworks, the runner-up is the Blue Coat School from Coventry in the United Kingdom. The judges really appreciated this project's powerful intent and the examples provided to demonstrate seeds as new beginnings. So well done to them. But the joint first prize was awarded to St. Joseph's Senior Secondary School in the Gambia, a campaign for a sustainable Banjul. The judges felt this was a most deserving and robust winner, with a series of paintings highlighting the impact of climate change on Banjul and the positive actions that can be taken. The judges appreciated the young people's evident pride in this direct and eloquent artwork. And the joint prize was also awarded to the Oak View Primary and Nursery School, Hatfield in the UK, Faces of Feeling. The judges felt these sculptures were jovial, characterful, and delightful, and have been used to support the well-being of others. These young children can be seen as the seeds of hope, and the fact that the figures have been exhibited in a local art gallery demonstrates a wider appreciation of their efforts. So congratulations and very well done to both those winners.
Thank you so much, Hugh.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Unfortunately, I don't have the children with me because they were Year 6 children and they have now moved on to the secondary school, and pulling them from different secondary schools would have been harder. We are a 2-form entry in Hatfield, Hertfordshire, and a project that was completed by the children. I wish I had an example of it, but children have taken them home. But they studied range of images and they focused on how feelings are conveyed through the facial expressions. And building on this, then the children sketched self-portraits and they showed different moods. And then they chose one specific emotion to portray in a 3D clay sculpture. And to create the base of the sculptures, we placed a metal spoon in a wooden block, and then we padded it with the newspaper and wrapped it in cling film. And then they molded clay around the structure to form the shape of a head. Obviously, they then focused on shaping key facial features, eyes, nose, mouth, and we introduced different techniques for joining clay. And once the sculptures had dried, they used paints to mix skin tones and colors that enhanced the emotional expression of their work. Children were very, very proud of their work. We were very happy to be part of this. And this was an opportunity for our schools to collaborate with others, to create these artistic outcomes, and it highlighted their support to the local communities. So being a part of this project was huge for us and for the children, and they were very, very grateful. Unfortunately, I wish I had at least one of them, but they're all busy in their secondary schools. Thank you so much, UNESCO, and thank you to all organizers and Anne for such amazing opportunity. We are really, really thankful and grateful for this. Thank you.
I am Mrs. Yama Mbai, the teacher of St. Joseph Senior Secondary School, and then the coordinator for the project, which is building a sustainable Banjul. I am here with my students to give you a brief introduction on our journey of the project. So meanwhile, I will allow the students to talk about the project.
Good morning. We are the students from Gambia, from St. Joseph's, the Gambia, and our project is building a sustainable Banjul. This project is submitted by St. Joseph's Senior Secondary School in the Gambia. And our artworks are mural painting done by students in grade 12 as an inspiration from the project that the City Council of Banjul embarked on the combat to reduce the effect of climate change. It is called the City Link Osten Banjul Partnership for a Sustainable City Development.
Good morning, once again. We are the students of St. Joseph Senior Secondary School, and we are working on a project called Building a Sustainable Banjul. Okay, so modernization does not stop us from keeping our environment green. Building our cities, we must still keep our surroundings green with trees or flowers, more to greening than graying. Our Banjul City project realized in 2021 to encourage tree growing on streets to enhance the concrete pavements.
Good morning. My name is Ida Jaka. Growing crops for food self-use. Backyard farming can sustain the food needs of families. Growing what you eat and eat what you grow.
Good morning. My name is Awa Mendy. You need trees to provide your oxygen and cooling supply. Climate change is real. The African roundhot provides a good means of dealing with the hot sun. The grass-thatched roofing appears simple, but it's efficient for energy use. It provides insulation in both hot and cold weather conditions because the materials are from nature. They are biodegradable. Nature provides the solutions to our problem.
In Banjul City, now we have flower trees for ornamentation. Flowers are good for our eyesight. Banjul, we have a wetland called Tanbi Wetland. The greenery is all turning yellow and feverish because of pollution. We want to stop this. Palm tree is common to the Gambia, very useful as we palm wine from it. This is where we are planting trees. We are so happy that we are able to be part of this competition and won. This is not just a competition. This is hard work, dedication, and our love to eradicate climate change, especially in Banjul. Our school has been working hand in hand to plant trees within the school premises in and around Banjul. We believe that no matter how a city is developed, trees are still needed. Thank you. And we are very happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I first of all would like to thank Seeds of Hope organizers, as the SPNet UK, and also the Steve Sinnott Foundation. Say that we are very much elated, and also to thank the principal of the school as well as the teacher coordinator, Ms. Mbai, for such a great achievement. I'm grateful to all the competitors, because if there are no competitors, there will be no winners. So all the schools that have competed, I would just like to congratulate them, and best luck next time. And thank you. And we will spread the message, and we are going to make a news report out of this for the nation to know about it. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Lamin. Thank you, St. Joseph Secondary School.
Hello, everybody. It's been an absolute joy and delight to support this project. I was inspired originally by young children when I was working on one of my own plays, and it has taken me on my own journey with a number of schools, especially in Coventry, for which I am hugely grateful. But now I'd like to congratulate all of our winners who show that young people around the world understand well the value of peace and tolerant relationships between cultures. Their creativity is and continues to be an inspiration to us all. So I would like now to move on to the second category, illustrated poems and short stories. I really have to be helped, I think, with the pronunciation of our wonderful center from Slovenia. But Gimnazia Celia please correct me. I mean, my voice is bad enough anyway, but the pronunciation is awful. And I hope you can teach me how to say your name correctly. It was a delight to review your Seeds of Hope for a Better Future work. The judges considered this student-teacher project to convey imaginative, visual, and poetic references with children seen as the seeds of hope for the future, using materials drawn from nature. And our prize winners, sharing joint first prize, goes to Ling Hall School from Coventry, the heart-shaped hole. The judges appreciated these engaging artworks with illustrated verses situated in different continents, co-designed and co-created by young people working with educators and artists. A genuine and innovative approach and an intriguing metaphorical take on the Seeds of Hope brief. And they share first prize in this category with the United Nations Nursery School in Paris, France, with their Wind of Peace project. The judges felt this was a charming combination of drawing, stroke paintings, and tree plantings, clearly using scientific materials about the need for more tree planting. Inspirational to the local community to see such young children championing this issue. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Jannette. That was really lovely.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry that the representatives from our school weren't able to attend this meeting. Congratulations on this beautiful project. It's touching for me to see these beautiful results. And thank you for inviting us. We often say that even one single small action by one person can make a difference. And if that is true, then I can only imagine what we can achieve together when we join forces in such a beautiful project. Slovenia maybe joined a bit late this year, so not that many schools joined to the project this year, but we will be very glad to join again in the future to grow hope and seeds of hope together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Barbara. Now I'd like to invite Ling Hall in Coventry. I can see you up in the corner of my screen clapping. If you would like to say a few words, and I know that you're going to read an extract from the heart-shaped hole that you put forward.
Good morning. My name is Emmanuel, and we're delighted to join you today from Ling Hall School in Coventry, England. Both our school and city are nationally recognized as spaces of sanctuary. We are proud of this status in our role as ambassadors. We hope to bring this sense of peace and hope through our words and actions. We read the beautiful and emotional, the hair-shaped hole. The creative expression of grief inspired us to develop a narrative with the safety of the animals being the narrators. We reflected on historic conversations about Kwame Alexander's Unspoken and considered how these two texts could be in conversation with one another. Working together, we developed the heart-shaped hole, a framework that responded to the question about colonial legacy. This is a very complex and sensitive topic. The transformative framework enabled space for a sensitive discussion on this topic with our community. Our narrative explores the concept of a seed in a metaphorical way. The seeds of a culture, the seeds of a legacy, and the seeds which can begin a transformation. We wanted to speak as the voices or continents who had been impacted by different colonial powers, reflecting on our native roots. We explored the hearts that was lost in colonized places and used the richness of words to capture how we as individuals flourish when our culture and identity is honored and appreciated. The concept of the seed is our story. The narrative is an emotional and personal one, but one that is significant for our understanding of heritage and our chosen home. Daniel will now share an extract from one of these seed stories.
She is gone now, and the complex music of the planet has entirely changed rhythm. With that break in its vibration, the trauma also as long as lasting mark on the soul. The world seems a vanishing shadow now. Yet earth bears witness, beneath the burden of despair, and hidden somewhere in the cacophonic echoes of unheard voices. Somewhere is softly stirring, is detached yet still pulses. The rhythm shards of which lie frozen into home can still be heard in the roots of aged trees, in the wind that does not want to abandon the past. For deeper truth lies in the valleys of age, forgotten but not extinct. Anasi awaits, for the silent Ogun can feel the pulses of the world beyond sorrow. Through deep breaths, even then, its solemn silence bears life, barely there, yet still glowing. Hope exists not to heal the damage, but rather is born to embrace like dawn after an ever-ending night.
Congratulations and thank you for sharing that extract with us. Thank you very much, Ling Hall students.
Hi everyone, we are very happy to be part of this wonderful project, and I let my teacher just present to you the work they have run with the children of the former kindergarten class.
So hello, I'm Eva. I'm a teacher in the 5-year-old class at UNS in Paris. Last year with my colleague Kate, we wanted to work on a project around the planet. She mostly helped for the translation because it's easier for me as a non-native speaker. So that's why she is now going to take over. Thank you so much for considering our projects.
So unfortunately this year we won't be able to present the children to you because they are very busy now in first grade, but they absolutely loved being a part of this project, and we are very happy to have led them in that project as well. It also shows that there really isn't an age to learn about your planet and learn to protect it, and being aware of your surroundings. And the characters from the Lorax really helped because you can easily identify in a playful way for children. So it was a lot of fun, and it's been an honor, and thank you very much for considering this project. It means a lot to us, and we are very happy to be working towards a better future with Seeds of Hope. So thank you very, very much to all the organizers of this project. Thank you.
And we look forward participating again if the opportunity came to come to us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you ever so much for the presentation so far. I've been blown away by all of you. I think now we'll move on to category 3.
So my name is Paul Lakin. I was one of the judges. I run an animation company based in London in the UK, and I judged a number of the entries in this category, which is category 3, digital illustrations. We were so impressed with the quality of work that was submitted in this category that we ended up awarding a number of runners-up and winners prizes. So do bear with me as we go through all of the runners-up and winners, and we're actually going to show clips from every single one of the videos. So we'll start joint runner-up, the first joint runner-up actually in this category, which was from France. It was a wonderful project called Au cœur d'un arbre, by the École Janine Manuel Middle School in Paris, France. In the Heart of the Tree is the English translation. And the judges felt that this was a good use of stop motion, animation, and music to tell the story of sustainability. It was a lovely collaboration between young people and artists based on a foundation of science with a global impact. And I'm going to play a little clip from that now. So the next runner-up was also from France. It was from the Collège Les Grands Champs Middle School in Poissy, France. And this was a film called Écologique, or Ecologic. The judges praised the multilingual, intercultural, and social media aware approach of this project to convey key environmental messages with a young contemporary feel. There was an imaginative use of animation and music, and I will play you a clip from that.
Wash it, smell it, feel it, taste it, trash it, compost. Ecologic, machen, teilen, sehen, trauen, richten, recyceln. Ökologie, Klima, Agua, Flora, Fauna, Evita, Cambia. Ecologia, dar, usar, apoiar, manter, salvar, limpar. Ecologia, ziehen, usachtet, achter, islet, afal, hasset. LBFI, éteint, réduit, fait, garder, crée, écologie.
The next joint runner-up was also from France. All three runners-up were from France here. This was from La Joliverie, Saint-Sébastien-sur-Loire in France. And this was a fresh take on John Lennon's Imagine song. And the judges appreciated the reimagining of the song with different nature elements singing the lyrics with a general reflection on the effects of pollution on the environment. And I will play it for you now. Now, onto the winners in this category. And there were joint winners, as I mentioned. Now, the joint first prize went first to a huge project called Lights, Camera, Score, which took place with a number of schools in the UK, in the areas of Calderdale, Essex, and Tower Hamlets. And on the screen, you can see the Calderdale schools. These were the Essex schools, and these were the Tower Hamlets schools. Now, the judges considered these projects as a whole to be an inspiring combination of animation, music, and writing, with engaging performances by the children involved. We felt this was an exemplary cross-disciplinary project with wide-reaching outcomes involving many schools, professional musicians, and animators, and with a clear focus on sustainability and the serious nature of the Seeds of Hope themes. Now, because so many films were produced as part of this project,
beside a path lived plants and weeds and all types of seeds, all very different in different ways, all destined to become something unique, but all wanting to grow their own sweet way, like corn seed.
It's so peaceful and quiet here, just the sort of place you like to put down roots and sprout.
And their good friend, poppy seed.
As a child, Dr. Z found talk of the environment really, really boring, and hence he took no notice, focusing his mind on a different kind of enterprise.
Getting rich, selling energy, and tech.
And lots more besides. The doctor was somewhat oblivious to the toxins and nuclear waste leaking from his factories into the soil. He was too busy
counting cash.
And so Z failed to see the plants and trees dying leaf by leaf.
This is a world without color or life. Children grow up never knowing the feeling of grass, the scent of flowers, or the sound of leaves in the wind. Nature exists only in old stories and faded photographs.
Dinner time. Come wash your hands.
Dad, what if we could grow real food again? Like in the old stories.
Yeah, and clean air, so we don't have to wear masks outside.
We've talked about this. That's just how things are. Nothing grows anymore.
Things used to be better. The world was once full of life. People grew their own food in gardens.
Don't fill their heads up with silly stories.
My son forgot what hope feels like a long time ago.
When you live in grey for too long, you forget there were ever colours. What's this?
Some memories. Pictures of how things used to be.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to show the whole of that film, but I hope that gives you a flavor of what all of these amazing films were like, because there were, I think this is right, 24 films submitted for this one project. So that's that. I can see a round of applause coming for Lights, Camera, Score. And I will now present the other winner in this category. Primary Plot. It is from Earlsdon Primary School in the UK. And in terms of this entry, I'm just scrolling to the comments that we had on this one. So the judges appreciated the excellent photographs and video of young people working with others, including the blind, to garden and grow food. This project and the development of the school's own large allotment clearly reflected the ethos of the Seeds of Hope project. And I'm going to click here and play you the video relating to Primary Plot.
People say seeds are small, but we think they're powerful.
They grow into plants, but they also can grow into ideas.
Big ideas like hope, changing community. Our journey started in Kyoto, Japan.
Some children from our school went to a peace conference. They learned about the Sustainable Development Goals. They came back and inspired us. We were ready to do something real.
In November 2023, we were given a chance, an allotment near our school, a place to grow food and hope.
It helps us work on SDG 11, Sustainable Communities,
and SDG 12, Responsible Consumption. We dug, we planted, we learned.
And then we grew. We harvested rhubarb, garlic, beans and tomatoes and potatoes.
Raspberries, peas, leeks, chard. We didn't even know what chard was before that.
We share it all with families, the school kitchen and even food banks.
It wasn't just food, it was kindness and connection. We didn't just plant seeds in the ground.
We planted them in people's hearts. Our project blossomed.
We ran soup nights, barbecues, and even a restaurant takeover. We started a team of people allotment leaders.
And we worked with our amazing neighbours, the Coventry Resource Centre for the Blind.
And the Carriers of Hope, who now have allotments too. We are building a shelter as our allotment for science and stories.
And we got our own orchard. We shared our journey in a photo exhibition at Earlsdon Library,
so other people could see how growing food brings people together. Now we're working with researchers at Coventry University
to help other schools and communities grow like we did.
Some of us even went to Spain. We visited the Sea of the Greenhouses.
There we saw how farmers grew tomatoes using insects, not chemicals. Tiny bugs project for crops naturally.
We also learned smart ways to save water, which is really important in dry places. We came home with loads of ideas.
And tomatoes!
Next, we want to build our own community kitchen, where people can learn to cook tasty, healthy meals.
From food they've grown themselves. My seed of hope is that no one in our community goes hungry.
That the young and old grow together. That every school will have an allotment.
That we keep learning and sharing.
That we care for Earth and each other. We are planting seeds of hope, and they are growing.
Thank you, Paul. That was just a snapshot of all the videos that we received. We'd love to be able to share them all with you. And I know people have put in the chat that they'd like to see more of them. So I think perhaps we'll think about how we could send a link so that people can look at videos later. Thank you, Paul, for that amazing judges' comments and introduction. And congratulations to all of you, each and every one of you.
Okay, thank you, everybody. I'm talking on behalf of nearly 1,000 young people we've been working with today. So my first thanks goes out to those young people for kind of making this project what it is. The videos are all available on YouTube, but we'll find a way for everybody to kind of share them. But I've just got some thoughts from the morning, which is I kind of think in some ways today for a lot of our projects, it feels like potentially an end. But sat here today, I'm starting to feel like we're at the beginning of something. And the participant schools, again, thank you for kind of being at the beginning of kind of this journey. Lights, Camera, Score is designed to connect our classrooms and work in the curriculum to the biggest issues of the world out there, and we I feel we're able to kind of do that whilst delivering on what teachers and pupils kind of need in the classroom, but actually what the world needs for us to be. And actually just watching that last video from is it Earlsdon, I'm just struck by how, and I think Pammy at Calderdale Council will back me up here, how we're putting young people in schools at the heart of our communities. They're not just a place of learning. I think this project has a chance to kind of put young people into their community to kind of make noise about kind of what matters. So again, just kind of thank you to all the young people that have joined us this morning. It's truly inspirational to kind of actually see this work. And I just want to return to what Antony Gormley said at the beginning. And I feel this is why Lucy, who's with us this morning, to kind of in making, we do, and we as the adults in this process do feel that we're kind of prompting a way of thinking and a way of feeling. And if you take nothing more away from the films that we make, it's that idea that the young people we've worked with have made something, and in the process we've heard how you think and how you feel. So thank you very much.
I just want to thank the Seeds of Hope project and all the judges, and Ariane Lebot, our UN education coordinator for the UNESCO, and just fantastic to see all their work today, the films and all over the world, is fantastic work. I just wanted to say that my class was inspired by the music, Japanese music that means spirit of the tree, and that all trees have a spirit, and that there are no frontiers between trees. They can pass messages. Apparently, they're the roots, through the roots they can talk to each other about insects or dangers, and so that's why my class was inspired by the actual how the tree is like feeling. So that's what inspired. But thank you all for today.
Yes, hello from Earlsdon and from our children who, as you say, this is what the project is all about. We were really inspired by the Seeds of Hope theme because our children saw that as planting seeds of produce for helping the community in the future, but also those seeds of hope in the minds and hearts of our wider community to bring us together. So really a little bit like Gregory said, not a school sitting in isolation, but a school as part of a living, breathing community working together to create a better and stronger future together. And that's what these young people who are sitting here behind me, it's about them. It's the work that they've put in and the actual manual labour, as well as all of the thinking and the hard work making the film, but the digging, they've been out in all weathers, creating this absolute some transformative food citizenship projects. And hopefully you get a little bit of a flavour from the film that they made about the space in our allotment and our orchard, and the beautiful safe space that it is, and how it's not just a space for produce and for sharing food with our community and growing together, but it's also a place where we have focus on arts and culture. So last week we worked with an art author on a story trail within our space. We've had ceramists, so it really is really part of our wider community now, and it is thanks to the hard work of Sweden, Diego. But this is our allotment team, our allotment leaders, but they work with the whole school. So the whole school, 420 children and their families, work on this project. And in fact, some of the food grown by these young people was served at a local restaurant in a special evening last night. So yeah, thank you to Seeds of Hope competition and the judges. And you know, as Gregory said, really this is the beginning for us. This is a start of something really big. Thank you very much.
Hello. I just really wanted to say a huge thank you to Greg Boardman and the Essex Light Camera Score team that he worked with. It was so lovely to be part of this amazing project and involve so many different children. I had 60 of my Year 5 children who were involved in composing and performing part of the musical score to one of those films. And one thing I just wanted to say is that it was just lovely to have their involvement, and then they had the opportunity as well to be part of performing live with the English Chamber Orchestra. So thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
As class of musical, we feel very grateful to have had the opportunity to participate in Seeds of Hope. At our school, we have clear values to help and encourage our students to strive for their version of perfection. Greatness in the arts deserves to be just as appreciated. We hope our performance inspired everyone, as it definitely did for our present students who made this performance happen. Children are the hope for the future. We are completely appreciative for the chance to participate, and we hope that all of the inspiring pieces today are a reminder we are the future and our actions do have impact. Thank you.
Also, a big thanks to Greg and Jack Jones for supporting us on the journey as well.
Thank you very much, and well done, everyone.
Hi, everyone here at the King John School. Just want to say what an amazing experience it was, because for us, it wasn't just in isolation. We worked with 4 other schools across the trust, and it brought together students of all different backgrounds to do a unique experience. So the Seeds of Hope wasn't just the future of the planet, it was also the future of our students and music and society. And on behalf of the Zenith Trust as well, working with Greg was an amazing experience, and our schools, we were so proud to be part of this in the Essex area. So thank you all so much. We are so proud of what we achieved, and we're proud of every single school that took part as well. Thank you.
The runner-up for this category is Coventry Cherry Orchard. The judges considered this to be an admirable ongoing project, with an orchard set up by a D-Day veteran and maintained by young people, and that is closely aligned to the Seeds of Hope theme. I turn now to the joint first prize. The École Communautaire de l'Espoir de Sima Haiti had a project which was entitled Conbit. The judges felt that this was an interesting video with a series of dance pieces showing young people expressing themselves with authenticity and working together to cultivate the land and plant seeds. This community-focused project clearly encourages people to build bridges, promote harmony, and regain pride and dignity. And joint first prize winners are also Karaja Academy, Kenya. Now, the judges felt this to be a very ambitious project with well-chosen examples of high-quality artwork produced by young people. This project conveyed a clear sense of hope, enthusiasm, and optimism, and the judges were impressed with the way sustainability was integrated into the daily life of the school. So congratulations to all the prize winners in this category.
Yeah, thank you very much, Anne. Yeah, for this opportunity. Indeed, it's so exciting to see, the process of, judges and deciding who is the winner. It's a process, and I can imagine just what was going on the table, so that they agree who is who. So from Kenya, we are so grateful for this opportunity, and I want to believe that the winners are going to make good with the proceeds that are going to go to their institutions, indeed to champion the seeds of hope. So congratulations to all the winners, and congratulations to Daraja Academy. And once again, thank you, Anne, and the team for giving us the opportunity. I think from Daraja Academy, we have Madam Caroline. Probably she can speak on behalf of the Daraja Academy. Welcome, Caroline.
I'm mute. I was trying to unmute. So thank you so much. We really celebrate us and clap for the judges for the amazing work that they have done. Daraja is, we champion sustainability. We look at the environment and how we can build girls that are able to be future change makers who have integrity, strength, and hope, and girls that are able to share the lessons and the hands-on skills that they learn. So I will invite Bridget, who is a student at Daraja, to just share her experience with the projects that they've been doing.
Hi, my name is Bridget from Daraja Academy, where empowered girls grow hope and empower girls and empower every girl in Kenya. So we show them the integrity and the hope and strengthening of other girls in Kenya. We show them when we come together, we can conserve our environment and make it a better place to be. We also build the change makers with integrity, strength, and hope, where every girl is empowered and strengthened to do what is right to conserve our environment. We have different projects at Daraja, one making of organic soaps, baking, and practicing of organic farming for sustainability. During the farming, we have girls with their own portions, and they create sisterhood by doing the job together and making the sisterhood strong by doing the work with unity, helping each other, and to create the bond between the sisters who come from different diversities. Thank you.
Now coming to a close, as you can see from the small amount of videos and artwork and readings we've shared with you today, our judges had an incredibly difficult time making decisions. And so that's how come lots of people have shared prizes, and I hope that you'll be very, very happy about that. Before we move on to James Bridge, who's going to take us out of today's proceedings, I'd just like to say that if you go to the UK Commission website, you will be able to see all the updates, all the prize winners there, and there will be some new developments for next year's competition. So please do go along there and have a look. Please spread the word so that we can have an even better competition next year. And just from me, congratulations to each and every one of you before we pass over to James Bridge.
Hola, everyone. You may wonder why I'm speaking Spanish. It's because I'm in Spain and I'm here as part of and with you. And it's such a privilege to be here with you, everyone, as part of the UNESCO family. So I very much wanted to say a huge hello and bonjour to the children, especially the students, the pupils. It's so inspiring, and it's what makes so many of us here want to do this work, to have this experience. So to you, the children and students, thank you, because you're the ones that are giving us the energy, and you're giving us our own seeds for hope. I also, of course, want to thank the teachers and the judges, and I want to thank our sponsor as well, Andrew Hochhauser, as well, the Steve Sinnott Foundation and the ASP.NET coordinator, and Jannette Cheong as well. But how great to be part of a global event, everyone. You know, to hear you speaking from Kenya and nos collègues qui parlent en français, our friends and colleagues from France. And again, as part of that UNESCO family, I just wanted you to know that I bring you greetings from the French Secretary General of the UK Commission. He knows that these awards are going on and he sends you his salutation, his best wishes. To be here with you, Nancy, from the Kenyan Commission, this is a great privilege as well. I wanted everybody and children just to say a little bit. And by the way, Lamin, it's so good to see the Gambia. I know our Haitian colleagues can't be here, but this is being recorded, so they will be able to hear this as well. So this really is part of the global UNESCO family. But I just wanted to quickly as well to say a few words on what UNESCO is about and why it's important, and especially for some of the young people here who are inspiring us. You might know it's the 80th anniversary of UNESCO, of its founding. And of course, it was founded for a very serious reason. As you know, there was the terrible Second World War. The Great War ended, as it was known in some countries, ended in 1945. And all the people got together and they said, how on earth can we stop major conflicts again, major conflicts of this sort that spread around the world? And this is a very difficult thing to do. And these people had suffered a lot. So they decided that the thing to do was you had to bring people and countries together to create understanding. And that is exactly what you are doing. You, the children, are doing this. You, the judges, you, the teachers who are making this happen. This is the idea in the constitution of UNESCO. So they needed to create an organization around science, culture, and education. And the idea was that the phrase is to create the defenses of peace in the minds of people. Now, at the time, times have moved on. They actually said the defenses of peace in the minds of men, but they definitely meant of women and men and people. But now we make that really clear. And again, but you know what? We're still the same people, and the world is a very challenging place. And it's really important that we look back to that time and we realize how important these things are. And what you have done, what you have created with your work is embodying what the people at the time thought. And crucially, they were from each of our countries as well. It wasn't one country only. It was Kenya and Gambia and Haiti, all members of UNESCO, France, etc. So I think that this sense of a UNESCO family also is incredibly important. Now, UNESCO also is nothing without it being grassroots. So I'm here in Spain with all these countries from around the world, these ministers talking and officials. But what it's actually about is what difference does it make to you, and how does it make you feel, and how does it change your life? And I think the children here, the students, the pupils, what you have done is you are transforming your lives, other people's lives, and through ASP.NET, through UNESCO, you are making that difference of sowing the seeds that will grow into the, if you like, the fruits of UNESCO as well. So again, please, it's so good to realize that you are part of a movement. I think I'd also like to say that for next year's awards, it's to encourage you to keep going and tell your friends and to put in new entries and to continue to inspire for these awards to grow. Also, I think, you know, I spoke about culture, education, and science. Do remember in each of your own countries, there are all sorts of UNESCO sites you can see online as well, which again are linked to what you're doing. So it could be a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Kenya, or it could be the Black Country Geopark in the UK, or it could be some of the really famous ones that you'll know about, like the Taj Mahal in India. But actually, celebrating these places around the world is all about celebrating people and bringing them together to create understanding, which is part of, again, what we're doing today. So the creativity that you have, this is part of the Seeds of Hope. The creativity links to one of UNESCO's constitutional goals, which is to be a laboratory of ideas. Again, this is what you are doing. So I'm saying to the children, thank you so much for inspiring us. Thank you for literally making UNESCO work. That's what you're doing, and for inspiring us. And we will work really hard with you, the teachers, the judges, to make sure your messages are out there, that it's online, it will be on the website, it's going to be in press materials. And I think you can be incredibly proud of what you have done in this 80th anniversary year of UNESCO, helping build peace in the minds of people. And you make me think about, where will UNESCO be in 100 years? In the 100-year anniversary, I mean, in 20 years. And you, children and students, you will be the people, and you are the people through your work who are determining your future and our future and UNESCO's future. So I want to say a huge thank you from me, from the National Commission, and for your part in the UNESCO family and for inspiring us all. Thank you very much. Merci, gracias.
Thank you so much, James, for them inspiring, really encouraging words. And we're now ready to close. So I would suggest that we all come off mute and just say goodbye.
Thank you, Anne.
Bye, everyone.